Hey friends, what's going on? Happy New Year, all that jazz. What is going on with you guys? Wow, where do I begin? My first episode dropped in May 2001, and since then life has been lifing. Life has been lifing, y'all. And so much has changed around me, in me, and I'm just happy to be back. And I'm happy that you guys are here, tuned in, and just ready to get the ball started. So this is not really like a full episode. This is just kind of like a welcome back, intro, recap, introduction type of thing. So I won't take your time up much today, but I'm excited to have you guys here. And this is definitely for a good cause. We're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna educate. We're gonna talk shit. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna educate. We're gonna interview people. So it's just a lot, so much in store for you guys. My vision for this podcast has definitely expanded, and I cannot wait to share with you guys what I have going on in this journey. And you just have to stay tuned and see what happens and see what evolves from this. But I'm excited. The vision is so much more clear. It's just, I don't know. I'm excited and it's a good feeling. And I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be on this platform with you guys. So if you're in the DMV area, stay tuned. There'll be some events going on, some services that will offer more episodes, some more episodes, some contributions, not contributions, some collaborations, and all that jazz. So, all right, let me just get back on track. So to recap on episode 1, I talked about what your relationship was, what's your relationship with your yoni. And you can go back. I think I did upload episode 1 on YouTube as well. It's just as an audio. So moving forward, we'll just be on a video status. But the first episode is just audio, so that's uploaded. So take a listen, and it's about just what your relationship is, or when did it start with your yoni? How do you take care of yourself? When did you start learning to take care of yourself? Just, why sex is taboo and talking about genitals is so taboo in certain households and certain cultures, I guess, right? A lot of times we're not open and honest. Our parents are not open and honest with us, and they don't want to talk about it. It's just kind of like, no, don't have sex until you're married and all this craziness. But we all know that's not the reality that we live in. And things happen, and sometimes unfortunate things happen. And the more that we educate our kids, the more that we educate the people around us, it will help somebody in that situation, or it helps somebody prevent certain situations. I talked about consent and how it is traumatic for a child to have sexual trauma so early on in life. It's just so much to unpack in that episode, but I'm really excited to keep the train going, like just keep it moving and talk about different subjects, and just go from there. And no, I don't have all the pieces together right now, but it's coming along and I'm excited. I also touched on just proper names, teaching proper names for your body parts, as far as like vagina, vulva, things that boys should know, things that girls should know, stuff like that. So it's very educational. It's a nice little intro to what is to come, right? And it's a nice little intro for the conversation to get started. A lot of times the conversation is not started because we don't know how, or we don't have any resources to educate our kids. So yeah, I want this episode to serve as that, or not just this episode, just the podcast as a whole. Everything plays a part in your relationship with yourself as you grow and evolve in this world. So a lot of these topics will be beneficial. A lot of the topics that I'm eager to talk about is beneficial. as I've stated before, and I will continue to state, my mission is for this podcast is to educate and just to bring light to so many things, issues, lives that people live, things that you might be interested in, health information as it pertains to the yoni. So whatever you can think of as it pertains to the yoni, sex, the period, pregnancy, fibroids, endometriosis, hysterectomies, all of that I want to talk about. And I want to have people on here to share their experiences. Some people that I will be collaborating with will have their own programs that they're looking to start to have support groups for people that may be going through something, or, I know there are some mom groups out there, support with pregnancy. There are some platforms on Instagram that pertain to, sexual transmitted diseases, things like that. So the more you know, the less ignorant you are. And I think a lot of ideas out there in the world, a lot of opinions, a lot of ignorance out there is due to lack of information and lack of knowledge. People are just out here talking and they don't know for a fact. So let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it. And I want this podcast to serve as the outlet, and I want to be your vessel. I do. It's just refreshing to be out here and doing the Lord's work. And and just on a serious note, I want to be that. I want to talk about the things that people are scared to talk about, or talk about the things that people didn't even think of, or just talk about lifestyles that, I might be interested in that. How do you be safe doing it? Or how do you, tap in, or, things like that. Moving forward, episodes will be published on Anchor and YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm excited because you guys get to see my pretty face. And it's just, I like interacting with you guys. It's good to, I guess, have a face with the information that I'm giving. It's, it's cool. It's something new. And we'll see how it goes. Follow me on Instagram at Cherish Your Yoni. All updates will be posted on there. Content, my favorite products, funny stuff, serious stuff, informational stuff. Any updates, I am working on a website and just some other projects. I'm not going to put it all out there right now, but just some other projects, some new stuff. And I'm just really excited. I'm excited to restart this project. This has been something on my mind since 2020, I want to say. And it was just kind of like, how do I get the word out there? How do I bring to life what I want to do? And here I am. And I started over. I started this the idea was in 2020. I dropped an episode in 2021, my first episode, and then life happened. And now I'm back, and I'm going to start over as many times as I need to. But my mission will always be the same. I always want to bring and educate the people. I want to educate, and this is not just for women, this is for men too. Men, tap in. This is very much for you too as well, because you should be able to support the women in your lives, and you should be knowledgeable for the women in your lives and about the women in your lives. And women, you should be knowledgeable about the men, things like that too, things that we have to look out for in the men. So this will definitely touch on those things. My motto is start over as many times as you need to. Something is going to stick at some point. What are you scared of? And that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to start over as many times as I need to and go from there. Your relationship with yourself is the conduit to everything that you want to do and experience in life. So get over that fear. That's what I had to do. I was always nervous, always trying to be a perfectionist. And I am a perfectionist to a certain extent. But you have to learn that things will just get better as it progresses. And okay, my video content might not be the greatest or whatever, but it comes with time. but it won't come if I'm not doing it and if I'm not learning new things. I definitely be stuck in my head sometimes, but I would be doing you guys and myself a disservice if I just didn't get the information out there. So whatever I need to do to get that information out there, that's what I'm gonna do. And if it's raggedy for the first few episodes, you know, whatever. But this is what I want to do, and I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm all of the above, and just take this ride with me. I promise it'll be worth your time. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on IG. I love y'all. Peace and blessings.